Thank you for joining us today for the GPAC post-game press conference. We have head coach Brad Bigler and student-athlete Jake Phipps from the Southwest Minnesota State University Mustangs. The Mustangs are advancing to the semifinals in the 2024 NSIC basketball tournament after their quarterfinal win today over Minot State. We'll start off with an opening statement from head coach Brad Bigler and then open it up for any questions. Coach?
Yeah, first time looking at the stats right here. You know, you see 17 assists, 6 turnovers, and 76% field goal percentage shooting in the second half. And I give our guys a lot of credit for buying into each other. I think that's one of those things when you get numbers like that, guys are truly buying into the whole good to great concept or whatever you want to talk about, cliches. But it's one thing to talk about it, it's another to do it. And I thought the guys did a phenomenal job offensively, just staying aggressive and but yet playing together.
Hey, Coach, you won the turnover battle 14-6. I mean, that's really impressive stuff. I mean, it seemed like it wasn't necessarily like, a lot of teams that force turnovers, there's maybe a lot more like pressure defense or full court, maybe like token pressure, but it seemed like it was really just coming from sound, good defense, on that end. Do you take a little maybe extra pride in that, knowing that, you won the turnover battle that way?
Yeah, I'm kind of smiling because we talk a lot about level 3 defense. And you know what? Why don't you talk about that right now? We'll throw you on that. You got it. Level 3
Level
defense.
3. It's just you got to anticipate it. It's just one of those things you can't kind of just wait and see for what happens. But, yeah, you just got to anticipate, fly around when the ball's moving. And I thought we did a really good job tonight. So.
And our, traditionally we've been a team, we talk a lot about level 3 defense. We've been a team that basically, and we led the league in steals this year. And we're one of the teams that does that year in, year out. And it's not because we're gambling. It's because our guys, we talk a lot about vision and anticipation and then allowing your vision to flow to the next best action and then go make plays, right? Turn defense into offense. I think you probably listened to me in the timeouts say that a couple different times, right? Turn defense into offense. And that's one of the themes that we've had this year is we call it doubles. We've said it a lot, doubles. And what doubles means is when you can get a steal and then you score on the other end. It's a momentum play. Or if you get an offensive rebound and you score, it's a momentum play. And then the last one, too, in that situation is if you miss a layup. Like if the other team misses a layup, we want to try to score and be very efficient on the next possession. And those are the momentum plays in the playoffs that a lot of times it comes down to a couple possessions. And it's hard to get layups. It's hard to get easy baskets in postseason play. And in those double situations, you really need to capitalize on those moments to create momentum, and that's where you see your big runs in those games.
It seems like you guys played with a lot of confidence today. Anything in particular about leading up to this point that maybe led to that? Because it just felt like everybody that came on the court, whether it be the starters or anyone that came off the bench, there was just a lot of confidence. You guys never panicked, never wavered. Even when Minot State made a run after you went up, I think the first time you went up double digits, Minot State ended up cutting it to maybe like a 4 or 2 point game, but then you never wavered. You went right back up by 10 or 12 points again. Any reason for that confidence today?
I just think we're really excited. Like, coming in, we really want to win this thing. But, yeah, just all the guys around us, we're all excited. We keep playing our best right now and just keep guarding and keep playing defense. That's kind of our staple. So, and we really love doing that. So,
there hasn't been any upsets until now, I guess, if you want to call it one. But, any kind of, when you look at just the rest of the field, do you feel like if there was a team to maybe make that kind of a run, do you feel that you guys have the best shot, just given how you played today?
I think in these moments you want to be humble. But we have wins over Northwest Missouri State. We have wins over Southeast. The two teams that won in the section, or I'm sorry, in the region. The two teams in the other conferences, we beat both of them, the champions of both leagues. We've have wins over Duluth. We're right there with the best of the best and some quality wins. And maybe you're not aware, but that was a pretty big win for NCAA tournament song. We needed that win. That kind of puts us in that 6 range where it takes a lot of stress off us. Because that 7 range, now you're looking at an NCAA team of maybe not Fort Hays or not Northwest to win it, and then they bump you out. And so right now, I think we relieved a little bit of stress, but this might sound strange, but we haven't talked a lot about the NCAA tournament. We really have talked a lot about the NSIC and finishing this tournament on a high note. And that really has been a focus, and not putting stress on the NCAA tournament. Now, that is obviously the ultimate goal, and we all know that. But this NSIC tournament is something that we wanted to kind of, send a statement. We've had some injuries this year. Duno went down for a section there right after, the first conference game. Duno goes down with an injury, and he was hurt and kind of working his way back. And then he gets healthy, and then we have another big win. And then we have another starter go down and Brat right before Christmas and took a couple losses. And Duno still was battling, and Brat was battling. And then we get healthy coming out of Christmas, and we go on a nice run. And we played really well. And then Cliff, just recently kind of went down with an ankle, and he's still battling it. But, you talk about the confidence piece. I think it starts with Cliff. I think Cliff's, I say it all the time, he's our alpha. Like, he's our tough guy. And he's our guy that creates energy in a lot of different environments. And to have him out on the floor, given what he can give, makes a big deal.
Jake, you're a big guy. You see a lot of different types of matchups as a 5. Was there something about today's matchup that played well for you to have a big 20-point game?
I just think coming in, we knew that they were going to double, and they're going to be physical. And I thought early on we did a good job of kind of moving it around and trying to find open shooters. And I don't want to say they weren't as aggressive in the second half on the doubles, but I feel like there was more space. And we did a lot better in the second half of kind of moving around and, just playing ball. And I thought, it opened the floor up a lot easier for me. So
I'll add on real quick to that. I think sometimes that the ability to pass the post is a skill set. And honestly, it's a skill set that we're not seeing a great deal of guys having, because no one throws it into the post anymore. And that addition of Kyle Ludke, he has 3 assists, and Kyle's 3 assists probably facilitated Jake getting 6 points. And just his ability, coming out of one of the timeouts, you might even saw it. I think you're right there. He's correcting me on one of the plays. Because he's like, they're guarding me this way. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to put you here. He's like, no, I want to be here because they're guarding me. I'm like, man, that's a coach's kid, man. You're going to let him. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. As being you try to be the best leader you can. You don't always have to be the smartest guy in the room. And to just listen to a guy who's been there, done that, and he was right. And Kyle made the play.
Jake, Coach, thank you for your time in today's GPAC postgame press conference, and good luck in the semifinals tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.